What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Casual Big Ten Podcast. Today is November 16th, 2023. My name is Kip Peterson.
17th.
I'm the host of this show.
17th is tomorrow.
I'm putting this out tonight. I don't care. I don't care, dude. I'm not waiting till tomorrow, because if I wait till tomorrow, I have to make sure tomorrow morning that it uploaded, and I don't have time for that shit tomorrow, dude. I don't have time for it. So I'm just going to post it tonight.
No, that's perfect.
On today's show, we're going to talk about Big Ten football, all the gambling lines, the over-unders, and some more things maybe. Maybe have a couple laughs. I'm going to have a drink. That's what I'm going to do. Cheers to everybody out there. And Brad, how you doing, brother? Besides correcting people on dates, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking.
Not a problem. Wilson, have you corrected anybody about what today is yet today?
Actually, I have not.
Ooh.
So far. Day's not over yet, though.
All right. On today's show, I already said that part, but we are going to discuss all the lines. But before we do that, we need to go back to Brad for just a second. Brad, I think this is your maybe 8th crown of the year. You won once again, this time by just a singular game. You beat out Wilson and myself. You were 8-6 last week. Overall record 98-76, 22 games over 500. What the hell is going on?
I have no idea. Last week I was trying to pick the losers.
Dang.
I was throwing off on purpose.
Yeah.
I still couldn't lose to you guys.
That's tough, man. Wilson, you were 6-8 last week. That was good for third place out of the three of us. Are we just competing against each other at this point, you and I?
No, I'm just competing against 500, and I think my overall record's 500. So I'm on
so he's competing against himself. I thought he was still trying to compete against me, and I was like, dude, you can't. It's over.
I never viewed this as a competition, guys. We're all friends here.
Yeah, that's true.
Barely.
We're all having a good time, right? Wilson, you're right, though. You're 87-87 overall. Part of the reason that you are 87-87 overall is because last week a couple of teams confirmed their overs/unders. I think last week it was all confirmed unders. We'll start with Michigan State. Confirmed under 5.5. Cannot win 6 games this year. Purdue confirmed under also 5.5. Minnesota, this one made me the happiest, I think. Confirmed under 7.5 this year. And then this one was actually confirmed last week. Just missed it because we were kind of rushing to do the show last week. Wisconsin cannot win 9 games at this point. So all 4 of those teams were under. I could go through and say which ones we got right and wrong, but it was basically kind of split down the middle with those, but it added some wins and maybe a couple losses for each of us. How do you guys feel about those teams all going under, though? Michigan State, Purdue, Minnesota, and Wisconsin. Wilson, what do you think about that?
I'd like to know what I picked because I bet I did Michigan State under and Purdue under, and probably Wisconsin under. I might have gone like 3-1.
All right, so you have Michigan State under, Minnesota under, Purdue under, and Wisconsin. You got all 4 of those actually. And then the ones that you missed were the first 2, Rutgers and Northwestern. Brad, you had Minnesota, Northwestern over, and then Wisconsin under, and then you missed the other 3, so you're 3-3. And then for anyone that cares, I had Michigan State, Minnesota, and Northwestern respectively going over, the other 2 under. And then I missed out on Purdue, Rutgers, and Wisconsin. I thought Wisconsin was going to win 9 this year. Don't know what I was thinking right there. Brad, your thoughts about those teams, though?
Why?
I don't know why they all went over or under.
No, why do you want my thoughts on that?
I just needed a second to breathe so that I could see what the
part
next
of the,
thing we
part
were
of the
going to talk
show
about was.
Sure. Yeah. All right. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Can you give us a full breakdown of Wisconsin going under, please?
Yeah. They didn't do it. They couldn't get to the over, and that's what happens is that you then hit the under.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And it was bound to happen. I think a couple of us had that picked, and Yeah, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't have said it better myself, I feel like. I did want to ask too, because I feel like we all know that this is over at this point. Brad is going to win this. Are we even going to bother doing a bowl games episode? Like when all the bowl games are announced, I feel like that should be our finale. Even if because it's not going to matter, right? You're definitely still going to win, and I think that Wilson and I might need a couple of more picks. Brad, can we sign you on for one last episode after the
I'd
season?
really rather not, I think.
Okay.
I guess
Why
we
not,
can
though?
discuss it off air. Let's discuss it off air. I don't know if this is appropriate.
No, let's do it right now. Wilson, will you do a bowl game episode?
Yeah, if Brad does it. If the gang all comes back, I'll do it.
Yeah, dude. We got to have one last
I'm gonna
hurrah.
have to think. This is a lot of work for me.
Do it for me, man. Just one more.
Okay.
We can't go 14 and go out. We got to go week 15, right? A bowl week.
But it's like, when will we do it? Just when they're announced or when they actually are about to be played?
No, we'll do it right when they're announced, and then we'll just have to stick with that pick no matter what happens.
What if the lines aren't out?
I think they come out immediately for that for the
All
bowl
right, well,
game.
if the lines are out, then I'll do it.
Okay. Within 1 week of the season being over,
Yes.
we will do. Here's what we're not going to do, though. We're not going to do a Big Ten championship week. We'll just make those picks and I'll tweet it out. Right?
Right.
We're not doing a full episode for one game. That's going to be dumb. So we'll just tweet those ones out. But for the bowl games, let's make that the grand finale. We good?
Fine.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Here's some people that are going to be happy about that. They're the Twitter followers, and they responded to my big board today. We have just a few comments, and I told people today to keep it to 3 picks or less. I thought that was a good idea to put in the tweet, and most people abided by that. Wilson, Johnny Ohio said Ohio State minus 27.5 and the over, and then he also likes Iowa minus 3.5. What do you think?
I don't hate those. The second one I'm getting a little pause on. I don't know if I like Iowa in that one, but we'll see. We'll see when we get to the picks. But I appreciate the short abiding by the rules.
Yeah, I do too. Johnny Ohio following the rules. I told him that I was just a little nervous about the Ohio State over because I don't think Minnesota's going to score. Well, we'll talk about that in just a second. Brad, we have Matthew Wells. He says Michigan minus 19, Purdue, Northwestern under, and Illinois plus 3.5. I don't think he saw that it was actually 19.5 for that Michigan game. Brad, what do you think about those picks?
I don't hate them. I don't know about the Purdue Northwestern under. I feel like Purdue has been going over multiple weeks in a row now.
But they ain't faced a defense like the Cats, though, dude.
I think they have.
I don't think they have, bro. At Ryan Field at 11 a.m.?
I think.
You shitting me right now, bro?
I think Northwestern's going to score too, though. And that adds to the over.
Oh, Northwestern for sure going short. I can't even talk.
Short.
Northwestern for
sure.
All right, just a few more here. I think only 2 more. We have Chaz A. Davis. Wilson, he said Rutgers to cover. Illinois. I got to stop fucking drinking.
Jesus.
Illini to win. Ohio State to beat the spread.
I like it, Chaz. Thanks for your insight, and we'll see how it goes.
We will see how it goes. Brad, the last comment of the day, it is Jackson. Train emoji, flag emoji, crocodile emoji. Did not abide by the rules. He said Michigan 45-7, Indiana 35-10, Northwestern 28-24, PSU 45-10, Iowa 42-35, Ohio State 56-0, Nebraska 28-21. Guys got the games. He's got the picks. He can see into the future. Brad, do you like any of those picks?
No.
None of them? Not a single one?
I'm going to go against all of those.
All right.
I honestly wasn't listening to all that. I'm sorry.
Not even for Jackson?
He didn't abide by the rules.
That's true. Jackson, you got to follow the rules, brother. You have
Wasn't he the only one?
Was he the only one that didn't?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he was. Everyone else put 3 picks. Yeah.
The one guy that does it every week.
Jackson killing us. All right. Speaking of getting killed, we have our first game of the weekend. It's Michigan against Maryland. Michigan is traveling to Maryland, favored by 19.5. Confirmed today that Michigan's head coach will accept his suspension, will not be on the sideline. Coach Moore will be coaching again. Will there be tears this weekend, Wilson?
I hope so. I really do. Especially beating Maryland,
God.
going into Ohio State. God, that'd make my month again. Just keep going. I don't think it'll be that close though, and I think Michigan covers the 19.5. But I'm going to go under.
Okay. Brad, what do you like in this game as I pull up the spreads here because I forgot to write them down? I'm super unprepared today. Can you tell?
No.
Okay.
Seems just like another week to us.
Yeah.
How's the sidebar going?
Sidebar is on point. Wilson, you said Michigan and what now?
In the under.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with Big Willie style all in it on this one. I like Michigan to continue their streak here. I don't think Maryland has much left to give here at the end of the season. And I like the under too. I think Michigan's going to run the ball again like they did last week, and it's going to be a lower scoring game, but they're going to cover that 19.5.
I 100% agree. With the cover, I am going to take the over in this game because I do think, here's my wild prediction for this game. I think Maryland's going to score first. I think it's going to make it interesting for the first half. And then Michigan's going to score about 40 unanswered on them once they wake up and get their shit together. So I will take Michigan minus the 19.5, and I will take the over in this game. What was the over-under? I already had over-under in my head before.
50 points.
Oh, God, that's really high. I just said it was going to be about 47. I'm still taking the over, though. I'm just going to take it. All right, our second game that we have on the docket here is Michigan State heading down to Bloomington, Indiana. They're going to play the Hoosiers this weekend, a battle for last place in the Big Ten East. Michigan State is catching 4.5. The over-under is 47.5. Brad, how do you see this game going? What's going to happen in this game?
You know what I'd rather do? I'd rather have an over-under for how many people are going to watch this game.
Mm-hmm.
And I would take the under. I don't care what the number is. Nobody cares about this game. Not the players, the staff, the fans, the alumni, the announcers. I don't even think they should televise it.
Damn.
This is the most pointless game the entire season.
They should put this game on the CW.
If we're gonna pick it on this show,
we are gonna pick it. By the way,
I don't care. Give me Michigan State and the points at Indiana.
Let's go.
And I'll take the under.
All right.
Neither team can score, and it's going to be a hideous game. But I'll take Michigan State with the points.
Wilson, I'm going to jump in front of you and go second on this one because on my Kickstart episode, I did say that if you take out the fact that this game has no implications whatsoever and it doesn't matter what happens in this game, this is going to be an evenly matched football game. Honestly, I think that these two teams match up well. So if you were coming from outer space and watching your first football game, you would say, wow, this is a great game right now. I think it's going to be close. And I'm going to go against you on this. I think it's going to be high scoring in this one. I'm going to take the over once again, and I'll ride with you on Michigan State. I think Michigan State wins this game, and it's going to be like 40-30.
That's why you're in last place, brother.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Wilson, what do you got?
I'm going to go Indiana to cover the 4.5.
Boo.
Because I think their defense is better than our offense. Plain and simple.
Is it though?
It probably is, yeah.
And I think it's going to be an ugly game, so I'm going to go under 47.5.
Why do you guys think it's going to be so ugly? Because if both teams are bad, why do you think that not both teams can score?
Because the bad part of their teams is the offense. Both defenses are decent. In my opinion, my humble opinion.
Again, Michigan State has scored the same amount of points as Iowa, and we talk all the time about how bad Iowa's offense is.
And we pick the under for Iowa every game.
That's true. Have we ever discussed, I think maybe we did a few weeks ago, maybe it was offline, I can't remember. If Michigan State was in the West, do you think that they would win it this year?
No.
You think they'd be close?
I think they'd be in a bowl game, maybe 7 wins.
How many West teams have you guys played, though? Who did you lose? You lost to Iowa, but it was close.
Iowa.
Minnesota
was also close.
You lost that one
Nebraska.
as well?
Nebraska. We beat Nebraska.
There you go. You guys be right in the thick of it out there.
No, we're not consistent enough.
All right, our third game of the weekend is Purdue traveling to Northwestern. I was actually surprised by this line. Purdue is favored by 3 at Northwestern. The over-under is 46.5. Wilson, we'll go straight to you on this one. Am I crazy to think that this line is just wrong? Just plain wrong.
I don't know about. Do you think Purdue shouldn't even be favored at all? Because I can see them being favored, but being closer to like 1.5.
No, I don't think they should be favored at all.
I mean, sure, it could be a pick 'em either way to me, but I'm 500, so what do I know?
You know about half of what you're talking about.
Exactly, so I'm probably going to split this game. I'm going to roll with the Cats to cover the 3, and I'm going to go with the over 46.5.
I like it. I love it.
Run with the Cats.
I'm doing the same thing, so I don't really have to talk about this game. I do want to mention, though, that David Braun got signed this week, and I think the players are going to play even harder now, knowing that they can make their rich coach happy. Brad, do you think that that's a good thing?
He got signed as their head coach?
Yeah. They removed his interim tag, yeah.
Oh, like just for the rest of the year? They gave him like a...
I think they gave him a full contract.
How many years?
Sure. I don't know the details of it yet. It just got announced yesterday.
Oh, I thought you had a podcast about this stuff.
Do they even have to? Are they public or private?
That's on me.
I think they are private.
So I don't think they have to disclose.
Yeah, Brad. They don't have to do that. That's what I was going to say. Do you think that has any impact, though, knowing now that the players, they have some stability at the head coach spot? They're going to play even harder, right? Especially against Purdue, of all people.
I don't think it matters at all. All this coaching shit doesn't really matter. But yeah, I'm rolling with you guys. Cats catching points at home. Give it to me, baby. Wildcats, I'll go over.
All right, we are having some extreme technical difficulties. Sorry for the glitches here. Next game, we're going to go quicker now just to get this over with for sure now because we keep dropping the call. Rutgers and Penn State. Brad, don't have it pulled up right now. Talk about this game for a second.
Sure, yeah. We got Rutgers. We got Penn State. They're going to play each other this weekend on the gridiron. I personally can't wait for it. Does Penn State have anything left to play for? I don't think so. Let go of their OC this week. I did know that. Is it going to make a difference? Not at all. Yeah, I mean, are they motivated whatsoever in this game? Probably not. But they're playing Rutgers. Rutgers football. What can you say about it? Do you still need more filler or?
Oh, no, I'm back now. I like what you were doing, though. You were doing really well.
Okay.
Go ahead and make a pick. It is Rutgers plus 20.5. The over/under is 41.5. What do you like in this game while you're ranting and raving?
I don't know. Penn State offense is struggling, but they could come out and just ruin Rutgers. I'll take the over for sure. Oh, man. Does Rutgers put up a fight? Why? Why would they at this point?
I have no clue.
This is another game that just shitty games this week. Shitty games. Give me Rutgers. 20.5 is a lot. I'll take Rutgers.
No, that's stupid. Don't do that. I'll let you change it right now. That's dumb.
All right. You know what? Give me Penn State. They're
Yeah.
going to crush the Scarlet Knights. It's
They
not even
really
gonna be
are,
close.
though. They really are.
They
Good
probably
change.
will, but it doesn't matter.
All right, so you got Penn State in the over then?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Wilson, are you with us on this? Because that's what I'm about to pick too. I'll tell you why in a second, but are you with us?
Why don't you go first and see if
Okay.
you convince me?
I am man, I am just like I'm sick of this shit this week. I'll be honest with you. I posted my power rankings last week and I got some heat from multiple sources about Rutgers. Dude, they're ass. Have you guys looked at their record? The only two teams that they beat in the Big Ten they beat 3. I'm not counting the Northwestern game because it was at the beginning of the year. You can say that's dumb if you want me to, or if you want to, but it was David Braun's first game, and I don't think that he was quite ready yet. You've seen what he's been able to do as he had more time to get his team prepared. If Rutgers played Northwestern right now, they would get their ass kicked. I'll tell you that off top. The other two teams that they beat are Michigan State and Indiana. That's it. The worst teams in the Big Ten East. Their non-conference was Wagner, 5-5, Virginia Tech, and Temple. Ass, and titties. They all suck. Rutgers is about to get ran through this weekend by Penn State. Even an unmotivated Penn State team with no offensive coordinator. I'm taking I'm taking Penn State and the over in this game, just like Brad.
Perfect.
I'm going to take Rutgers in the over.
Dude, that's like the best rant I've ever had. And I like that you just took the opposite though. That's funny.
Rutgers in the over, yeah. I can
All
see it being like a 35-10 game or something like that.
Dude, they can't score.
They put up like 13 or 16 against Ohio State.
Put up?
They scored. I'm not saying they're going to win or even make this competitive. I mean, but 20.5 is a lot.
They scored 0 against Iowa. Even Michigan State scored 16 on Iowa.
I'm just saying, man. Rutgers scored against Michigan.
What'd they put up? 6, 7?
Michigan. Yeah.
Everyone scored against Michigan this year. I don't think they shut out 2 teams? I think they've only shut out 1 or 2 teams. Anyways, all right, our next game is Illinois traveling to Iowa. Illinois is catching 3.5. The over-under is 30.5. It was just announced yesterday that despite John Paddock's amazing game last week against Indiana, 507 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, Luke Altmaier will be starting on Saturday. What do you got? First of all, is that the stupidest thing you've ever heard of? I'm just in a mood tonight, man. I'm calling everybody out. Is that the stupidest move you've ever seen by Bielema after a 500-yard performance? Is that dumb, Brad?
I'd let him ride. Let it ride, baby.
Right?
You don't kill the hot streak. It's the same dude that came in and won the game in the fourth quarter on that last drive of the game before. He's on fire right now.
That's what I'm trying to get at. That's what I'm trying to say.
Why stop that?
Okay, so that got announced yesterday. It was on ESPN. Brett Bielema was quoted as saying that. And then today he had another press conference and said they were asking him who's going to start this weekend, just double checking, I think, one of the Illinois beat reporters. And he said, our guys know who's starting. And then he made it sound like he was doubling back on it. So now we don't know. That was just like an hour ago, by the way, that came out. I have no clue who's starting now. So it's either John Paddock, the hottest man in football, or it's Luke Altmaier, the turnover machine. Wilson, how do you see this game going?
I see this going a low-scoring game.
What?
Back and forth. With the wave to the hospital after the first quarter, I think Iowa and Illinois will be tied at 0-0. But I think Illinois will cover the 3.5. And I'm going to
Are you
On the
having a
edge of our
stroke over
sheets.
there, brother?
take the over of 30.5.
I was about to say
Holy
we're on the
shit.
edge of our seats right now. You're taking
It's
the
hard to
over?
get
Is that
out.
what you just said?
Yeah, it's hard to
Okay.
get out.
I gave Brad one. I'll let you get this one. You're gonna take the under here.
No, I'm going to take the over.
Mm,
Yeah.
Holding strong.
Brad, what do you got here besides the under?
I got Iowa in the under
Bang
every
bang.
single time, every week, every time. Haven't lost.
I think that I will say that to give Wilson a little bit of credit here, I think that it will teeter next to 30.5. I don't think it's going to be like a confirmed under like it has been the last few weeks,
I do.
but I'm still taking the under though. I have no qualms about that at all. I think Iowa wins this game by double digits, so I'm definitely taking them minus 3.5 in this game. I'm just not sold. There's some of these teams. I think it's because I've watched them so much at this point that I'm getting upset with, or I'm getting mad that I lost bets with, or whatever it may be. And Illinois is one of them. They've been just so up and down. I think that me saying they're going to lose by double digits is maybe some optimistic thinking on my part, because that's what I want to see happen this weekend. I also want Iowa to win because I want the Big Ten West talk to be over. Like, I want them to win, have it over with. No one has a shot. No one has a tiebreaker. Iowa is going to the Big Ten championship, and I want that to be the thing. A team that is not going to the Big Ten championship is Minnesota. They are playing a team that possibly could still go to the Big Ten championship, and that is Ohio State. Ohio State at home, they are favored by 27.5 points. The over-under is 49.5. I have yet to go first on this episode. I've picked against Ohio State and big spreads, I think 2 of the last 3 weeks at least for sure, and I'm not doing that again. I will not be fooled 3 times in a row. Ohio State covers the 27.5. I think that they could score 50 all by themselves. Not sold on anything that Minnesota is going to. I don't think that Minnesota's. I mean, they've shown everything at this point. They've shown what they are and what they can be, and I don't think that this game's going to be close whatsoever. No offense to the Gophers fans. Despite what I've said about a lot of these teams, I don't have a problem with Minnesota of all people. Even though I said I was happy they're under hit, that was more about their fans telling me that was impossible. So now that already happened, I guess I want them to do well, but it's not going to happen this weekend. Brad, am I right about this?
You are right about this. Yeah, I got the same thing. I went against Ohio State last couple of weeks. I think they've got it together. I think they, after getting bumped down, I think they have something to prove here before they play Michigan. I think they want to go ahead and get some style points out there. I'm taking the Buckeyes to cover, and I'll go over.
Yeah, the run game's looked real good the last few weeks. Wilson, have you seen this run game?
I have. That is why I'm also going to join you guys and take Ohio State to cover in the over. Just 2 things to add. I do think Ryan Day is going to try to, do his Napoleon complex and try to put up a huge amount of points leading into Michigan to kind of put their fan base at ease, at least for a week. And secondly, Minnesota just sucks, and that is all offense to their fans out there.
Damn, Daniel. Do you think that would even have an impact though? Even if it was 50-0, that doesn't put their fans at ease for the
I
following
just think
game.
Ryan Day is a psychotic person.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he, as much as I don't like Lou Holtz, he did go on national TV and yell at an 80-plus-year-old man. So, I mean, he's not all with it. And I think he thinks that him putting up 50, make his small dick big before going into Michigan.
This has been the most explicit episode we've ever done, I think. My only response to that is, who among us has not yelled at an 85-year-old man on national TV? Let him be the first to throw the stones. We've all been there. Wait, were those actual stones that you just threw at your camera?
It's a bag of Fritos.
All right, last game. Let's wrap this up, please, God. Nebraska going to Wisconsin. Another line that this was a hard one to like kind of figure out. I didn't really know what I was looking at when I saw it. It's Wisconsin -4.5, and then a really low over/under as well, 36.5. I guess that kind of makes sense because did no research on who's playing for Wisconsin. They've had some injuries and they've looked pretty bad the last 3 weeks. I think they've lost their last 3 games now, right? And then, Nebraska, the same thing, though. Not very good. I think that, Brad, I actually think that this game has an argument for least watched game if you put it up against Michigan State and Indiana. Because I think that there's even less. I mean, even though both of these teams are still technically alive in the West, this is our primetime game this weekend. Nebraska at Wisconsin. Are we getting excited about this? Brad, are you excited?
No, I'm not excited in the least. I also don't know how to pick this game at all. I have zero feel for what I should do here.
What if we just abstain from picking this one? What if we were just like, this is the one game all year we're not picking?
This is gonna be my lock.
No,
oh, it's gonna be his lock.
Shit. Let's pick it. You know what though? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna open up the phone lines and I'm gonna take a caller and see what they say.
Okay. I have a better idea. Let's both try to.
Do we have a number?
Let's both try to pick what we think Wilson's lock is going to be, because I think I know what it's going to be. You go first, though.
I think his lock is going to be the under.
Yeah, same. Are we right?
No.
No? Really? Oh, okay. Well, why don't you go first then? What do you got in this game?
Well, first off, I think Purdue Northwestern is going to be the least watched game out of all of these.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
no way.
Absolutely.
I'm about to pull the ratings for these games, all of them.
Do it.
I think the only reason I'll be wrong is because Nebraska, Wisconsin stand alone. If that game was on at noon, it would have a good argument.
Maybe.
I don't know, man.
All right, so what do you got?
I'm telling you.
I got Nebraska +4.5.
That's
my
the lock
of the week. Yes. I think Wisconsin's ass. They've played horribly the last few weeks. Shocking losses, in my opinion. So I'm going to go Nebraska to cover the 4.5. The over-under's tough. I'm not going to lie. But I'm going to go under.
I'm just going to go with him just to make this end quicker. I'll take Nebraska in the under as well.
Same.
All right, bet. That's over. That's a bet. Bet. Tweet it out. Bet. One word, period. Bet. Tweet that out,
bet,
boys.
Baby.
Bet.
Oh man. That's going to be I'm not going to make any I'm not going to disguise this at all. This is going to be a bitch to edit this video together, guys. Because we had 5 drop calls?
At least, yeah.
I'm not going to spend much time doing it either. I'm just going to do it and put it out there, and the people can either enjoy it or unsubscribe. Speaking of subscribing, we're on YouTube at Casual Big Ten. If you watch this on YouTube, if you made it to this part and had a couple giggles with us, go ahead and hit subscribe. Do that.
Might as well.
We're also on podcast listening devices. What'd you say right there, Brad?
I said might as well.
I mean,
subscribe
at this point.
If you're still here, yeah.
I didn't do my disclaimer, by the way. We're not professionals. Don't listen to anything that we just said. Now you.
I'm pretty damn near close, though, right?
You are actually a professional, but we can't say that. We got to put an asterisk on that.
Can you imagine, though, someone takes our bets and tries to sue us, and they pull up this video as evidence? And I'm just like, look, Judge, I was misled.
Look, they said right there they're not professionals.
No one's listening because I figured there'd be some comments on Twitter like, "Yo, Bet Big Brad, another hot week. Thank you. Thanks for your picks, bro."
Same.
Or any shade I throw at any of the fan bases. No one's hit.
No one cares. No.
Yeah, they know we're all.
No one's actually listening or watching this.
I mean, people are listening and watching. It's just like I feel like no one's. Maybe they don't have the balls to say anything. What if that's the case?
I know it's true.
Bring it this week. We want the heat this week. right? Do
All
we?
the smoke.
Are we on
Yeah, bring it
Thanksgiving?
on.
What we're thankful for is you guys bringing heat. That's what we want.
Yep.
All right.
We-
Purdue fans, you Michigan fans, you Wisconsin fans. I'm calling out all three of you personally. At me. Fuck all y'all.
And you said,
Damn, dude. It's too far.
and you said Minnesota too. You were like, you can take this personally. Y'all suck. You just
Hey,
hating everybody.
dude's got half the Big Ten against him.
Yeah, fuck them all.
See,
Damn. The team that you don't want against you, though, I feel like is Iowa. I feel like that they're heavy. They're hot and heavy on Twitter. I feel like they would really gang up on you. They're like a family on Twitter. Like you don't want that heat, bro.
I don't know. Illinois basketball fans seem pretty bad too.
No, they're the worst. They're definitely the worst fans on Twitter. Is Illinois basketball fans by far. It's not even close. I'm saying that Iowa fans are the best fans. Like, if you win against them, it would just be a whole gang of everybody. They'd probably send out like one text and it goes out to everyone in Iowa, and they're like, "Wait a second, what the hell? Who is it?" And then they all just come for your head.
your forehead, because that's all anybody can see.
That's what they would have to say, especially if they were watching on YouTube. They would have to say something
Right.
like that. Show us your face. We want to see your face. All right.
It's good Iowa accent.
All right, we'll see you guys next week. Oh, one more thing. I forgot to mention this. We should have mentioned this at the top. I forgot to put it in my notes. Confirmed, we are making picks for the Big Ten basketball season, but we're not going to do shows for it. We're just going to tweet them out, and we're going to have the fans get involved too, or the followers, I'll call them. We're going to put all the games in a tweet, which is going to have a poll. You can vote, and all the votes, whoever wins the vote, whatever it is, that'll be the fan vote for the night. So there'll basically be 4 people competing. Wilson, Brad, myself, my name is Kent, and then it'll be the followers. So us 4 against each other. We're trying to come up with like maybe what a prize would be. I just don't know what the followers would win. I don't know what that would be.
Not shit.
I don't know.
A t-shirt.
What's up?
A t-shirt. And then have them DM you where to send it, whoever wins, which will be me.
No, but it can't be because it's all of the Twitter followers, though.
Oh,
A casual Big Ten t-shirt.
never mind then.
But who would I send it to, though? Because
That's what I'm
everyone's
saying.
voting on.
Oh yeah,
on
that's
the
right.
pick.
It's the voting. The majority wins. That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah, there can't be a prize
that's
unless
what
I
I'm saying.
win.
If the followers win, they're not going to win anyways, though. They're not going to win. They don't know ball like us. They're not ball knowers. I can't, dude. I had
don't
so
know your
much fun
followers.
talking about. Did you guys listen to the basketball episode?
Yeah.
I know Wilson. He's never listened to a single episode, not even these. I have no idea how long this episode's going to be now because I'm still recording, by the way.
Yeah, this is perfect.
Basketball episode was so much fun, though. That's my I think that's more fun than even football for me because, like I said, I'm a ball knower, just like you guys. I know about balls, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody-
Well, you're a ball connoisseur. Yeah.
All right, I think that's enough. I'll be back next week talking more balls. We'll talk football and we'll talk basketball next week, and we'll see you guys on maybe Monday. I don't know. I've been putting them out on Sundays, Mondays, whatever. You get them when you get them. But we will see you guys then, and we will see you guys in the future.